We are live. Welcome if you're out there. We're just looking at lenses out there in this modern COVID world. But I'm Paul Klemperer, and it's my COVID Halloween jazz special, retrospective over the last 8 months of that adventure we've been on, the COVID train. And I'm joined tonight, Alex Brown on the bass, and Mr. Chris Vestra on the guitar. I'm muting my iPhone. It's the miracle of science. We're simulcasting somehow. Anyway, I hope you all can join us. They have good food here, good drinks, Kick Butt Coffee. We're happy that they're still in business, and we're doing this, shameless self-promotion, but also out of community spirit, want to support them. And as you can see, because they're organized, unlike us musicians, they've got on their live stream, you can see where you can donate to their PayPal and Venmo and all that stuff. Support community music, community business. All right. It's so quiet in here, I'm going to ask the band to play quietly behind me to make me feel like I'm part of something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's better. All right. So we're letting people tune in, hoping for the best. You might notice I'm wearing a certain garb. It might be familiar to some of you. Back in March, when this all started, I decided, like many musicians, to live stream. And it's like, I thought, why would anybody want to watch me play with myself on saxophone, that is? And I said, well, maybe if I dress up in a costume and broadcast from the moon as a metaphor for having to shelter in space. And that's what I did. For 7 months or so, we sheltered in space through Space Force Jazz Lounge. So we're going to revisit some of those moments. And that's, so I join you as Commander PK from Space Force Jazz Lounge for this first number. We're going to get out of this world. All right. And so it begins. We went out of this world, and now we come back again. And as I can't really look at the phone and play at the same time, unlike many of you out there who can multitask. I've learned I can only do one thing at a time, and even that I can't do very well, but that's not going to stop me or us, right, guys? Right. They're right behind me. Anyway, so please feel free to add your comments to the stream. I know we're Facebooking and we're YouTubing, something like that. We got the great Ernie's is running. He's like the spaceship. He's like the guy that Darth Vader chokes with his mind choke when he's running the Death Star and something doesn't quite work. It's, I can explain. Then Ernie's back there working all the screens, and so I think we're live streaming on Facebook and YouTube, and it's great. It's great. And so this is a nobody asked us to do it, but we decided we ought to do it. It was our civic duty. Only, what's today? Tuesday? Only a few more days for early voting, and then November 3rd's coming up. And so we just want to do stuff that helps to remind each other that we are part of a community, whether on Earth or on the moon soon, because they found water there. They found water there, so we're going to go there. Right. Artemis and beyond. Oh, man. Anyway, so touching on little Space Force themes from the last 8 months, man, I was there in my house broadcasting. It wasn't my house. I was deep under the lunar surface, but it felt like I was on the moon for the last 8 months. And I know some folks are getting out there more. We're trying to socially interact safely. Haven't quite got that figured out yet, but we're working on it. We have our best people. Some of our best people are out there right now. Yeah. All right. Let's do the Bewitched theme. I want to do some shameless nostalgia now. Maybe if we tap into your heartstrings, you'll want to go to the phone lines, or whatever they do nowadays. Go to the internet, the broadband lines, and did I do this right? You have it? I got it. Okay, I don't have it. Dang. Make a contribution if you feel so inclined. We'd love it. Actually, I'm gonna do an audible. Witchcraft.
Oh boy.
I think you might have it. You know, we want to do a little Halloween music, and because it's coming up. It's all happening at the same time. We got this 8th month anniversary and we've got voting and all the weirdness going along with that. We've got a new Mother Superior, I think, right? We've got a new Mother Superior in the house. Am I being too political to say that? That Beatles song was going through my head. Happiness. Yeah, it's like... It's almost like they were prescient, like a Nostradamus kind of thing. You know, we got the militias out there with their warm guns, and we got Mother Superior. It's like all this stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Beatles fans? Yeah, anyway. But we're going to do some shameless nostalgia for the Halloween season. So I don't know how you're going to go about that trick-or-treating. Just mail the candy. Leave the candy in a plain wrapper overnight. Let it decontaminate. I don't know what the people are doing, but I feel bad for the kids because they need their candy. You got to have something to live for. Oh, dang. Okay. Well, then what happened to my copy? Okay. It's all coming together. Oh, my. It's not coming together. Well, I'm just going to fake it then. Yes? Anybody calling in, Ernie? All right. We got YouTube and Facebook peoples, and they seem to be having a good time so far. Nobody's like saying, I know where you live. I'm going to make your life a living hell. You promise? Because I've been so bored. Anyway, this goes out to all the trick-or-treaters who may not get to get tricks or treats, or treats or tricks, but we call on all you witches out there. Use your earth magic to help us. Give us some lavender for Halloween. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those fingers in my hair, that sly come hither stare, that strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. Ooh. And I've got no defense for it, the heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? 'Cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, oh yeah, mind you arouse the need in me. My heart says yes indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient pitch, but one I wouldn't switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you. Oh, sing your little heart out, Chris. That's Chris Vestra. Oh, yeah. That goes out to all the witches out there. You may not know who you are, but if you do, we're counting on you. We're counting on you. We've exhausted the courts, obviously, so we now need to go to the court of nature. The court of nature. Right? Right, guys, on this Halloween week? Yeah, see? Yeah. All right, we're going to go, not in a slightly different direction, kind of a similar direction, but I wanted to play a song that I guess I've heard it a lot. Everybody's done it. It's an old one. It goes back to like 1930 or something like that. But we're not going to worry about the provenance. As I like to say for the Facebook police watching from the comfort of their bunkers, we're inspired by this song, and we're going to play some notes, some musical notes, as sort of as part of the tribute to it. That's how we're approaching this. But the song we're inspired by is it's an old tune called "Alone Too Long," and back in the day, you just would sing about how you were so alone and you were out of practice, and please be gentle, that kind of thing, coded for the 1930s. But now it's like, I don't even know how to talk to people, really, after 8 months of COVID. I don't know, raise your hand out there if you feel the same way. What happens is I start having a conversation with somebody in real life, and my subconscious grabs the wheel and starts babbling all this nonsense that I've been whatever I watched on Netflix and the dream I had and what I ate for breakfast and people, good thing they were already 6 feet away, because if they weren't, they'd already start edging back. Like, get me away from this guy. You know what I mean? Just like, I've been alone too long. That's what I'm trying to say. If you feel that way and you believe in community and we need to we need to work together to strengthen our community. Then, make a contribution. You can see the stuff on the live stream. You can help support Kick Butt Coffee and keep this community space going for all our community events. It's great that they do that. And you can also check out my Venmo, Paul Klemperer Venmo, if you want to. And but more important than that is when somebody starts talking to you, before you just go, this person's obviously crazy, and you start dialing 911 behind your back. Before you do that, just think, well, maybe they've been cooped up in their house for way too long, and they just need a sympathetic soul. Just, keep your distance, wear your mask. Don't get any of that emotion on you, but you can still play a sympathetic role, right? So that's my message in these trying times. So for those of us who've been alone too long, let's do this slow. Ba-da-ba-ba. 1, 2, you know what to do. How about some fours? Togetherness. That goes out to all of you who've been alone too long in this 8th month saga that we're in. It's a saga, right? It's like, like some kind of Greek thing where they're on a boat. Picture yourself on a boat, on a river, with sirens and witches and Poseidon and yeah, oh my, lions and tigers and bears. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm going to take a Space Force, another pitch for my Space Force project. I have an article I wrote, The Future History of Space Force. I've sent it out to a magazine. We're waiting. Time's a wasting, magazine. I hope you publish it. I think it's an important contribution to our cultural discourse about our future in space. But obviously, this whole way to look at this COVID thing is it's a test. Because, any science fiction fans out there? Any Star Trek? TOS, next gen, what have you. One of the things they always do, besides not wearing seat belts in a starship, which is always racked by ion storms and photon torpedoes and what have you, and they don't wear seat belts, they have them in the shuttlecraft, but they don't have them. I guess because the Enterprise or what have you is a metaphor for working in an office. I think that's the idea, right? It makes people feel like they're in an office, like we're actually riding through space on a giant blue orb in our office. So we're almost like explorers. But anyway, they don't wear seatbelts. The other thing they don't do is when they go down to a planet, they don't put anything on their faces. They go, oh, it's got oxygen. Let's go out and breathe it. And, that's what we're doing right now. It's like, we got oxygen. Let's go out and breathe it. And he said with his Texas twang. And as we know, often there's things you can't see, taste, or smell that may not be good for you. And they're not just ideas. They're little viruses. So anyway, that's my pitch for Space Force. We need to learn our lesson. If we're going to go colonize the universe, we need to learn some lessons here on our home turf. And we're Mother Nature. She's a harsh teacher, but she's a fair teacher. Right? I can't hear you clapping. Clap louder. Anyway, this is a song I wrote as part of my Space Force repertoire, and it's called "The Blue Water of Space," which may sound strange, but if you read my article, it'll all make sense. And blue water is a metaphor in this sense for the exploratory potential of humankind as opposed to the military infighting, where we stir up the water and make it all brown and murky. The blue water of space. Pure research, you might say. And these guys have never seen it. So it is a scientific experiment, but we're going to see how it goes. So I imagine it as kind of a 1970s rock ballad, like something that, people that, I know there are people out there that smoke various herbal supplements to help them adjust to the difficulties of modern life. And I imagine back in the day, lying there on your lazy boy recliner, and you're imagining what the future would be like. Who would have thought it'd be like this? The blue water of space. Let's just AAB. AAB. Let's just groove on the C minor for a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little blue water of space. You can clap. The sound of two hands clapping. All right. Well. Here we are. I hope everybody's doing good. Ernie, any great comments? People saying less saxophone, more vocals.
Yay for Tuesday Jazz Jam.
Yay! Yeah, that was another thing. I mean, this is this 8-month retrospective. It's our Halloween special in which we're trying to rebrand Halloween as some way that being what we do on Halloween would be more normal than the rest of the year of this 2020. It's like 2020, we've been in looking for what costume can I wear? Who am I supposed to be? And then you go, oh yeah, Halloween. I remember what it was like to be something. And so I'm trying to be something right now. I'm not sure what. But that's part of it. And also the retrospective is that everything changed, beginning of March. And we're looking back on all the things we did before that and how life changed. And one of the things that I was really privileged to be able to do is lead a jazz jam once a month here at Kick Butt Coffee right after it opened. I started the jazz jam back when it was just, you can't see, but maybe you see me pointing, a finger pointing at the moon. I'm pointing at the old stage when Kick Butt was half the size it is now, and we started the Jazz Jam over there more than 9 years ago, and just did it. And it wasn't like, if we can just do this with our business model, and we're going to leverage this, and then get Shark Tanks and things like that. It was just, we're just going to do it because it's a community thing, and the goal was to make it a friendly jazz jam, and professional musicians and non-jazz players and up-and-coming players and people just getting their feet wet could all come together and play together and help each other learn something and share, and it's been really good. And so that was part of why I wanted to come back here and do this live stream as a acknowledgement of all those years we've put in here playing the Jazz Jam, and hopefully we'll keep it going and we'll get through it and we'll be able to do it again. I've been hosting over the months. I've tried a few things. I did a virtual jazz. It couldn't really be a jam because of latency, right? Latency's an issue. But I get all these ads on the internet to help me with my latency problem. These little pills you take, and they help you with your latency, right? I decided not to have a drummer. I regret it now because we don't get any rim shots. But anyway, latency is an issue, meaning you can't play together at the same time. So we did more of a jazz workshop. We did that for a couple months. But we're going to keep trying various things. But hopefully we will get back to doing a real live jazz jam sometime soon when they bring that jazz vaccine out and we get all vaccinated so we can play jazz again. I think when they give us the vaccine, you automatically can play 2-5-1 progressions as part of it. They have nanotechnology now, I think. I've heard. People are talking. And anyway, so we're looking forward to that. And so, again, it's important that we have our community resources. We support them, and Kick Butt Coffee has been an important resource helping musicians and poets and comics and various performers come out and get to work on a stage and do stuff and work on their craft and build their community. So I appreciate Kick Butt Coffee's dedication to that, and we want to support it. So if you want to make a little donation to help keep Kick Butt going, help them buy more coffee beans, keep us properly caffeinated as we head into the last part of this weird year. We've got to keep our strength up. Right, guys? That's right. So, anyway, you can donate to the Kick Butt Coffee. They got their Venmo and PayPal. And I also have my Paul Klemperer Venmo if you want to throw something. Support, I guess it's live music we're doing. I don't even know what to call it anymore. I don't even know. I think it's time to, play some up-tempo, intense kind of jazz. Is that all right?
Sure.
Ha-ha!
I don't have a choice. Hey!
You got to. We're going to try this one. Against my better judgment. You know this one.
Oh, yeah.
It's not actually that. It's not that up-tempo. It's kind of almost like a blues. And but it's, again, for the Halloween folks out there. The witches, we're all counting on you. Cast those spells. Help us. We need you more than ever. I'm going to do the intro by myself, or if you want to let me do it after
This all intro up here.
Yeah, and then I'm going to go, and then when I finish, you can go into time. Hey, it's fun to play music with actual human beings, humanoids. Alex Brown on the bass, Chris Vestra on the guitar. I know he's been wanting to play with, not just play with himself. He plays well with others. I play better when I play with others. Okay, I want to try something. We're going to try a total musical experiment. As long as, there's no corporate sponsor saying, wow, you're really overstepping the bounds here. We've lost that Nike sponsorship. So in other words, we can do whatever we want, and that's what community is all about. Let's try Scary Little Ball. And this is one I wrote just this week. Finished it this morning, in fact. It's a Halloween song. I was thinking, we don't have enough Halloween music. We have lots of Halloween soundtracks. You can play like, I don't know, Bach organ cantatas. They sound pretty scary, right? Yeah. I think, Vincent Price movies had them. And Thriller, and, please, text in. Join us in our cause for finding Halloween songs. Monster Mash, when I have to do gigs and we have to wheel that one out, that's a tough sell sometimes. So there's a real paucity, I say, of Halloween songs.
Well, Monster Mash isn't the Monster Mash, right?
Yeah, it's about the Monster Mash. Right, it's a song, it's so scary that we can only have a song about it. Yeah.
It's about stumbling upon.
Yeah, it's almost like the equivalent of a political soundbite. They can't say what they really think, so they'll say a soundbite about the thing that they're thinking. It's kind of like the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash, coming to a government near you. Anyway, so I thought, I'm going to write a Halloween song, contribute to the liturgy, the repertory, as it were. And what could be scarier than what we're going through right now? These uncertain times. I know the scarier things, but it's got a good feel to it. It's called Scary Little Ball. And so we do the last 8 bars as an intro, and then we'll just keep going through the form.
Sure.
If that makes sense. Yeah, but we just start there. Okay? Well, let's see what happens. Good luck, everybody, especially those watching at home. So it's like kind of it's kind of Monster Mashy. 60s. Let's see what happens. Let's get right into it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Scary little ball with the spikes all around. You're turning my world upside down. I just want to go back to where I was, but I don't know how. Oh no, and I don't think that anyone really does. 'Cause of that scary little ball with the spikes all around. A scary little ball with the spikes all around. Oh, scary little ball, you're really bringing us down. Oh, yeah. Let's do it again. Oh, scary little ball with the spikes all around. You're turning my world upside down. And I just want to go back where I was, but I don't know how. Oh no, and I don't think that anyone really does. 'Cause of that scary little ball with the spikes all around. A scary little ball with the spikes all around. Oh, scary little ball, you're really bringing us down. Let's just stay here. Oh, so scary, so scary. Hope you enjoyed that. That was a premiere of our Halloween song, Scary Little Ball. Now available in no stores anywhere. Nothing, nada. No, we can, if you just contribute to our Venmo, PayPal, or just slip an envelope under our doormat, we will get right on it and hire the best and record it, and then who knows what could happen. Who knows what could happen in this scary time. It's so scary out there. But Space Force is coming to a theater near you. Well, there are plans for a moon base, or several moon bases. Is it moon bases or moon's base? Mothers-in-law, moon's bases. Anyway, how are we doing? I think we're going to do a few more songs. I have this watch. It's sort of a passive-aggressive watch I got from Target, I think, where you have to slap it in order for it to tell the time. I feel that way sometimes. Anyway, it's been great playing for you. I hope you've been enjoying it wherever you are, wherever you may be. There's so much. I want to do, it's under Sweet Leilani, but it's Moon and Manacor. I want to do, this is another theme that we've been working on tirelessly. My trained marsupials, I find them on Craigslist under personal assistants. I'm always looking for a personal assistant to help the project. So if you are a marsupial or just think like one, please give me a call or just email pksaxhq@gmail.com, and love to have you work with us on some of these projects. And one of the projects we've been doing the last couple weeks, it's called the Take Back the Tiki campaign, and the idea is that in these beautiful post summer Texas nights, when it's just that moment where it's just beautiful, we kind of lost it, but we'll get it back, and you can be outside, and have your tiki torches and have music and keep your distance, but we can enjoy each other's company and celebrate our community. But tiki got kind of awkward. When you say tiki torch, it gets kind of awkward because it has these connotations dating back to 2017, when certain people who will remain nameless took it upon themselves to use the tiki torches in threatening and aggressive ways, which is not how tiki torches are supposed to be. They're supposed to be, this flame in this little wicker thing in a bamboo pole, and it's, connotes the islands, Hawaii, backyard barbecues, Mai Tais. I could see Kick Butt Coffee could have a tiki torch party at some point. The parking lot out front and stick the tiki torches in. It would look real good. I think y'all should get right on that. But anyway, so we're trying to rebrand the tiki torch as a symbol of community, of good times, and exotica. That's where it really comes from in our musical culture. And that leads me to this song, which is actually a bizarro exotica number from that awkward period. I'm glad we're over this, I guess it's really more like 1600 through about 1973. It's a little bit of an awkward time musically, but we have a lot of great music that we inherited, but there are some kind of awkward connotations having to do with colonialism and exploiting other cultures and ugly American tourism kind of thing, going to Hawaii and saying, God dang, where's the hamburgers? Can't you, kind of, everybody's eating poi and poke, and where can I get a hamburger? That kind of ugly American stuff. But we're over that now, right? That hardly ever happens anymore. But anyway, a lot of songs were written about this vision of going somewhere else and the exotic, fantasy of being somewhere else and exploring romance, usually in the form of somebody from a different culture and problematic. And yet, underneath it is this spirit of wanting to connect, just wanting to connect with the other. And so what I'd like to do tonight is take this idea, which is inspired by the song Moon of Manakura, which Manakura sounds so, where is that? It's some mystical place. That's actually Hawaiian, and mana, mana? And but we're going to transport it to a mythical space, another planet, kind of a, Rigelian native dancer type stuff. You know where I'm going with this? Because it's still a tribute to Space Force. We're going out there. We're going to go out there and explore space with all our weird issues. What could go wrong? So we're going to interpret this as sort of a space version of like a trip to the islands, and yet it's some islands, the islands of space. Okay? Are you ready, guys? You with me? If I set it up sonically, you can hear it. I'd love Chris Vestra. He's got some interesting sounds back there. Why don't you give us get us out there into the space, out into the spaces. More planetary. It reminds me of shopping in the supermarket on acid, or so I've heard. We're going out into space to see what's out there. Exotic new planets. Pink palm trees. Purple oceans. What could go wrong? It's just inspiring, inspiring music. I hope you've been inspired. Well, we've got to do one more, I think, and then we're going to call it. Thanks again to Kick Butt Coffee. Dauntless they are. They're dauntless. And thanks to Ernie doing the sound there, and he's doing all the screens. I don't know what we're watching, what you're watching. I'll have to watch it later and see. Maybe he just took a Sharpie and redrew our map. Did you redraw our map? Make us look more muscular. That's all I ask. Anyway, we hope that it's been sounding good, looking good, and the concept is clear. Are we clear on the concept? COVID, Halloween, it's like the 31st might be the most normal night of the entire year if you all get into character. choose that costume wisely. My suggestion is get a costume, go out and vote, and then stay in that costume until the Supreme Court tells us who the president is. I think that's sometime in December, right? They'll announce it. They'll send somebody to your door, like Ed McMahon with a giant check. It'll be a van with like bars on the windows. No, that would never happen. It's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. But let's end with, there'll be some changes. But we're going to end with an old tune. And I just like the tune, the title. It's really about changing yourself. But I think it's also about adapting to change. It's a way back. They were written in like 1927 or something like that. But, plus ça change, plus la même chose, as they say. Anyway, we hope there'll be some changes made, and for the better. We'll just work on our own little backyard, right? Right? Just grow those vegetables, get those chickens, prepare for anything, be ready for anything. We'll see what happens. And I hope you've enjoyed this COVID Halloween special. Tried to take you a few different places, from the inner mind to the outer limits, that sort of thing. And stay in touch, pksaxhq@gmail.com, or my website, pksax.com. I'll be doing more live streaming and live shows and all kinds of exciting things that may or may not happen, but we're going to try our best. And hopefully more stuff with Kick Butt Coffee. They'll keep going, and we'll be able to work with them on providing some cool musical events. So keep checking out kickbuttcoffee.com. And they got their Facebook page, facebook.com//something. Kick Butt Coffee, right? Something like that. All right. There'll be some changes made. 1, 2, on. All right. Okay, once again, thanks to Kick Butt Coffee, Ernie doing the sound and the audio and the visual and my crack band, Alex Brown on the bass, Chris Vester on the guitar, and Paul Klemperer and Commander PK. Hopefully we will resurrect Space Force Jazz Lounge, coming soon to a bunker near you. And until then, stay in touch, pksax.com, and we'll see you next time. Au revoir. And happy Halloween!